All right, political analyst Akiva Eldar joins me now from Tel Aviv. He is also a contributor to Haaretz newspaper. Good to have you on the show, Akiva. Is this a source of embarrassment for Israel? Because I'm sure the Israeli prison authorities will be the first to admit that this is a major security breach.
I would say it's much worse than embarrassment. It's humiliation. And if you add this to what Israel sees as a blunder and another humiliation, a few days ago in Gaza, when a young Palestinian, I think a teenager, shot an Israeli sniper who was armed to his teeth and killed him. And Israel is still trying to recover from this trauma. And now this one, I think that this is unprecedented. And, Israel is bragging about its ability, its power to fight terrorism. And now it's not just humiliation. We are not sure if they will be able, and the Israeli government is now getting ready for this. These people have nothing to lose. They were sentenced to life in prison, and they have a lot of experience in the suicide bombing and other terrorist attacks inside Israel. And Israel is now, about to celebrate a new year in few hours. And this is what the Israeli society, the Israeli public is getting as present for the new year.
This prison facility is one of the country's sort of highest security ones. Does it seem like they could have gotten help from the outside?
Yeah, I think that it would be very difficult for them to do it without support from outside. And if not, to dig the tunnel. I'm sure that now they are getting support from other terrorist groups, the Islamic Jihad and maybe the Hamas, who are taking credit for that, and they will offer them shelter. And I think that the problem might be now for the Palestinian Authority, because if they were now, the Israeli government is expecting the PA, the Palestinian Authority, headed by Abu Mazen, to help in the trying to hunt that is taking place now. And if the Palestinian Authority will end up catching them and turning over to Israel, that might cause a big problem for them as well.
That's an interesting point you make. All right. When describing the 6 escapees, you said that these people had nothing to lose. That could be said of anybody who escapes from prison. But in terms of who they are they a major threat for Israel's security?
Yeah, if you look at their history, they are very experienced. They know how to get out of trouble, especially Zacharias Beatty, whose name is, he's a celeb in Israel as well as in the Palestinian territories. And he might find many people in the occupied territories to help him out. And this may bring another wave of terrorist attacks in Israel. As I said, and you mentioned this, they have nothing to lose. So it may end up in clashes, and people who are sentenced to life in Israel might never get out. And this may also end in an attempt of the Islamic Jihad to get out more prisoners from out of jail and kidnapping Israelis in order to trade them for Israeli soldiers or civilians.
All right. Akiva Eldar, thank you very much for your time. I do appreciate your analysis.